thou shalt not have high interest credit card debt. Now, that certainly goes without saying, but my goodness, if you look at the math on this, and this is in client meeting rooms when we're looking at trying to pay off debt, this is oftentimes what we're telling clients is you've got money, you may have money parked over in a cash savings account that's getting point something in interest, and you have, even if it's a good interest rate, 5 or 6% that you're paying in interest. But when you talk about credit card debt, you're talking about double digits. You're talking about maybe even north of 20% that you're paying to borrow. And if you've hit hard times, that's one thing, right? For a short time, let's say, if you've hit hard times and you need it to go buy groceries, that may have happened in your life, but you have to avoid it at all costs. I know people that have put vacations on credit cards.
Yeah, and Scott, you've got to think about the fact that the credit card industry is incredibly creative at what I call, the bait and switch type thing, or getting you to look at what's going on over here and don't pay attention to what's happening behind the curtain. Mm-hmm. And that's in the form of a monthly payment. You don't pay attention to what your balance is. Just look and make sure you can pay your monthly payment. Right. That's where they want you to be, is where you can pay that monthly payment, because a lot of that monthly payment is interest. Yep. And a lot of that monthly payment reduces, a minor amount of that monthly payment, I should say, reduces your principal. And so you're really not getting anywhere. And then they've got you on the hamster wheel.
Yeah, I was reading a statistic the other day, and one of the major credit card companies, we won't use their name on the air here, but one of the major companies, they spend about $100 million per year targeting college students to sign up for credit cards. Well, if they're going to spend $100 million in a year, they're pretty sure they're going to get, a multiple of that back in interest that those students are paying.
Yeah, probably 10 times return on whatever that investment is. $100 million is a lot of money. But credit card debts can send you into that tailspin, and that's where you are violating the margin rule.
Right.
When you think about, you're creating margin for yourself by saving, you're really stretching across, riding on the desk, if you will, to continue the analogy when you use credit cards, because you're really out of money and you're really borrowing your future earnings when you do that.
So let's extend that commandment just a little bit, because the next thing that pops into my head is do you go full on Dave Ramsey here and say you shouldn't even have a credit card? And I think for some people that's probably true, right? If you can't trust yourself to not have credit card debt, it is the best and absolute rule to have to just don't have one. I have one, but I know the limit that I'm going to put on a monthly basis, because I know what I can pay off on a monthly basis, right? So if you don't carry a balance, having a credit card is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you can't trust yourself to not carry a balance, absolutely don't have one. Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.